Yeah, Mike Scott, Chicago. Let your mind flow. The mind must always be in a state of flowing. So I'm flowing right here. It's 100 degrees, enjoying life. Today, playing a bad hand well. Wearing the world like a loose garment. Uh, People walking around with masks on 100-degree weather, but I got my mask on my right here because, like it still is. Like when you go in places, you need to have a mask. So I got it on my neck, but I don't live in fear. I'm happy today. Happy because I pray and meditate. So yeah, standing here enjoying life today under a shade tree. It's cool to be a square, so I'm under the greatest happiness, tranquility of the mind. The happiest man in man's lives from day to day and ask no more. So uh, I'm enjoying this beautiful day in Chicago, calming the madness. Even though the madness is going around me, I wear the world like a loose garment. I'm not caught up in the news. I know things are happening, but things have always been happening. It's not what happens to me, it's how I take it. So I'm enjoying life today. I might walk on the lake today. The lake is open, but got my hair cut. I got two haircuts in one day because I know that it basically, they might shut down. They might shut down the city again. So I had to give me a second haircut because you know they're talking about trying to shut things down. But so Black's been playing a bad hand well all our life. I know I play a bad hand well. So I was getting up 4 o'clock in the morning, like I always say. So I know it is to work in 100-degree weather. I know it is to work in sub-zero weather. So still taking the action. Uh, the peace that comes from God. You know, Uncommon times are the only times when evil can find an entrance. Evil finds an entrance through anger, worry, and fear. So I don't live in fear. I don't worry about the future. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. I'm living in here now. So Mike Scott, standing out here in Chicago, I'm still enjoying life today, breathing. About breathing. And like yin yang, negative and positive. I stay in the positive energies. I don't feed in negativities. Fear is negative, worry is negative, but faith is positive. So, you know, universal rule by letting everything take their course. Uh, Confucius said, "One must change, be constant, happiness or wisdom." So it's cool to be a square. My life has changed. Things I used to enjoy, I don't chase happiness outside myself. I found happiness come from within. It's not what you possess, who you are, the position you hold, or where you're located at that makes you happy or happy is what you think about. You are what you think about all day long. As a man thinketh, so is he. So if you think about coronavirus all day long, that's going to control you. That's what obsession is. It's a thought that blocks out all other thoughts. People in 100-degree weather scared of coronavirus. But you better be worried about the guns on the streets that's out here. 250,000 people die from gun violence. Cigarettes kills 8 million people. Alcohol kills 3.2 million people worldwide. You know, the alcohol is never shut down, no matter what the epidemic is going on, because it sells a lot of. And gambling. I haven't gambled 31 years. I don't gamble. Like I said, it's cool to be a square. The slow lane is the best lane. Mike Scott, Chicago. Stay humble so I don't crumble. So I'm enjoying life today. I'm in the shade. I'm enjoying the shade. The sun is every time the sun rise, thinking your life's just beginning. So I'm glad to still be above ground. I'm on borrowed time. I'm not a dinosaur. I'm not gonna walk for 1,000 years. So I need to seize the moment. Knowing that I'm on borrowed time. A lot of my friends are in the ground. They didn't live to be my age. I mean, they didn't cut. I'm cutting hair out my ears today. I lived long enough to cut hair. I remember my dilemma when I was a young man. I was hanging around with, the company that keep the Trouble meet. I was hanging out with pimps and players, and they said, "Michael, keep your two ladies like keep spare tire in case one go bad." So 18 years old, I had 2 cars, 3 girlfriends. I walked around talking about the cream always rise to the top. So my dilemma was I couldn't grow a mustache, and my friends are older than me used to be around me trying to sting me. That's a bee trying to sting me. But it's wickedness in high places. There's always something. Even a lion. Now, lion is the king of the jungle. Even a lion has to defend itself against the flies. So you're gonna have to be prepared because adversity. Things going. And a spiritual person. And I had to practice. I had to stay in spirituality. A spiritual person can endure insults, ill treatment, criticism, and not react. Then his spirit can be strong like an army. Solomon said in Proverbs, like I said last week, It is better to be slow-tempered than famous. It's better health, self-control, and control an army. So it ain't about the military. The heroes. Basically, they said a lot of our heroes was not our heroes really at the end. That's why they're tearing down statues because they found out. Even the most saintliest persons are humans. A lot of darkness behind the masses. A lot of darkness going on. So, like I say, Amazon took over the world. The schools are closed. Toys R Us is closed. Kids can't go to school. Toys R Us are closed, and they can't go to school. Kids got to wear masks. How you doing? And like the kids, they're in isolation, so they have nothing to do. So what happened is they're on the cell phones, and kids can operate cell phones like in school, but they can't play with each other at school, And this is a disease of addiction, the disease of isolation. And marijuana, they legalized marijuana. Federal government did not, the state did. World's full of trickery. And people are smoking weed every day. And that's I had to put my masks on a lot of time because I walk down the street and I smell the marijuana. And that's what a compulsion is. And anything that you put in your body makes you forget. And see what marijuana does, it makes people forget. So people want to forget about the past, what happens in society. So if you can't remember what happened like 3 days ago, how you gonna remember how something happened many years ago? See, that's how cold disease is. They legalized marijuana because some people walk around and they're sleepwalking. They're in the fog. And they don't know what's happening around it. And see, then they want people to comply. And like I said last week, people won't comply when they're high. And what is compulsion? It means you're doing something against your will. And that's what a habit is, And I learned that it says, should you do wrong, not let you do it again and again. Not let you form a desire toward it. Happiness is accumulation of good. Should you do wrong, not let you do it again and again. Not let you form a desire toward it. Suffering is accumulation of wrong. Should you do good, let you do it again and again. Let you form a desire toward it. Happiness is accumulation of doing good. So you're going to reap what you sow. When you put out good things in the universe, you reap some good benefits. But if you put out bad energy like hate, and what is hate? When you hate something, you draw something towards you. If I hate the train, every 5 seconds I'm going to hit that train, because I'm going to draw that toward me. If I hate a dog, every time I walk down the street, I'm going to see a dog. So if you hate the White House, all you're going to be doing is talking about the White House. But see, a lot of things that I learned is that I must control my emotions or my emotions will control me. The 99 things outside me I cannot control. It's like the heat. It's 100 degrees. I can't control the heat, so I'm going to be worried about, I'm going to be mad because it's warm outside. So I need to stay in the sun, enjoy the summer because pretty soon it's going to be cold outside. Then people are going to be complaining about it's being cold outside. So the beauty lies around you. It says a fool looks for happiness in a distance. A wise man finds it right under his feet. So wisdom and happiness is at my feet all my life. All my life I look for happiness outside. Socrates talks about one must worry less about his clothes, hair, and his looks, nurture more his mind and spirit. So it's about your thinking. Your thinking. I had to educate my mind because that's what the wise man carry possession within. One of the libraries talks about. It talks about he that loves a book would never need a faithful friend or cheerful companion. It talks about it's the richness. English proverb talks about it's the richness of the mind only. That word only that makes a man rich and happy. Our best friends, our worst image are our thoughts. A thought can do more good to the banker, faithful friend, or cheerful companion. A thought can also do more harm than the brick. You take a fool and put him in a mansion, he's still a fool. If your happiness depends on money, you'll never be happy with yourself. So happiness comes from within. So Mike Scott, Chicago, enjoying a beautiful day in Chicago. No matter what's going around me, the madness, I wear the world like a loose garment. I can educate a man as a man with certain spiritual qualities, which makes him calm in adversity, happy when alone. Solomon talks about in Proverbs, you're a poor specimen if you can't stand the pressure of adversity. See, The wind cannot shake the mountains. Nothing can seriously upset you if you're walking with God. So I wear the world like a loose garment, like I wear that train. It's moving around me, but it don't phase me, you know. And that's what God has. God has all power, you know. And the God I serve, you know, He commands the sun. He commands His whole universe. So I stay in constant contact with my God. I pray to God every day. I don't do social distance with my God. And I raise my heart and mind to God. You know, I pray to be calm and let nothing upset me. I pray to not allow those about me spoil my peace of mind. I pray to be calm in the midst of the storm. So I pray to have no fear. Buddha said courage is without fear. And Buddha said courage is without fear. He talks about the whole secret of existence is have no fear. So I'm not afraid of what the news tell me because they can tell you a lot of things. The news don't scare me. The lifestyle I come from, that scared me where I come from. I mean, I've seen some lot of stuff in my lifetime, but I got to live 2 lives in 1 lifetime. So I go to bed at a certain time. I don't need the state can't give me a curfew because I always go to bed at a certain time. I go to bed at nighttime because I don't stay out past a certain time because my life has changed. My music has changed. My prayers have changed. My meditation, they never change because meditation, I've been on 35 years. Meditation of the Masters talks about if one wears shoes, the pebbles in a robe will not harm his feet. If one remains calm under any conditions, the pebbles in life will not cause you pain. Now I see a dog walking down the street. Now Solomon said in Proverbs, he says, "It is better to be a live dog than a dead lion." Right? See, he talks about that. Then he talks about when two is in love, they should be having water for dinner. Yeah. So Mike's got understand a lot of words. What is a friend? Is a friend is a favorite companion, a person know, like, and trust. Know, like, and trust. So I can't trust the government because see the government. I mean, world's full of trickery. Satan's father lies. So I trust in God. God could be a shield, and no problems of the world can harm me. So I have a shield around me. That's God. That's who I listen. I serve God. So Mike Scott, Chicago. Beautiful day in Chicago. Enjoying life. Thank you.